What up, it's your boy T-Bear here with your reaction. So I came across this scene from my favorite reacting couple, Dwayne and Jazz, did a reaction to a new death battle video. This is Sub-Zero versus Glacius. Now I'm definitely checking it out because I'm curious of this though, because Sub-Zero was from Mortal Kombat, Glacius from Killer Instinct. Or a lot of people, that's like a dream battle right there, more like a death than a death battle. So let's check this shit out. I never watched too much. I think I watched one of the death battles, the King versus Terry. I think that's a death battle. I'm not sure, but let's check it out.
Hey Mark.
Hey Mr. J.
So I know doing all this merch marketing, like these 3 awesome death battle t-shirts, can get kind of stressful. So we added some new office amenities that I think will help take the edge off. Like the new office jacuzzi.
Yeah, no thanks. You ever smelled a wet sloth before?
Alright, maybe a relaxing massage then.
Yeah, I got a fear of hands.
Alright, how about a nice hot sauna?
It's a fucking toast oven, Chad.
Mark Slothman, and now I got the sexiest shirt in the market, Death Battle Shirts. You wear this, you're gonna find yourself in a sex battle. I don't know what that is, but I know you'll love it, okay? Now click the link below and buy this shirt, or they're gonna
I didn't get to it, sorry.
The freezing
sexiest shirt.
alone in the mountains. The freezing chill of death is a horrifying thought. Whether it comes from being alone in the mountains, submerged in the Antarctic, or if you're really unlucky,
it's
Jason by one of these cool warriors. Wow, sorry, that was bad, even for me. Sub-Zero, the cryomancer ninja of Mortal Kombat. And Glacius, the icy alien with a killer instinct. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. For untold generations, the Lin Kuei assassins waged war with their rival splinter group, the Shirai Ryu. Desperate to claim victory in the bloody conflict, the Lin Kuei resorted to drastic means of recruitment for able-bodied soldiers, no matter what age they were. So, kidnapping children? Kidnapping children. Well, at least they got to be ninjas! I bet their tiny little bodies would be even stealthier. Turns out 2 of these kids just so happen to be descendants from a race of extra-dimensional beings experienced in the art of ice magic. Their names were Bi-Han and Kuai Liang. With the Lin Kuei's training, these brothers became cold-blooded assassins and the finest warriors in the clan. And whether it started as a joke or he just thought it was badass, Bi-Han adopted a brand new name, Sub-Zero. Sounds like an online username from your teenage years that you regret forever when you're older.
That's from mythology.
So fierce and driven, he became directly responsible for the complete annihilation of the rival Shirai Ryu clan. Unfortunately for him, one of them, called Scorpion, survived. Well, kind of, and decided to kill him right back. Which obviously pissed off Kuai Liang, who decided to do the same to Scorpion, and got it. It's like high school drama, but with murder. Striving to honor his fallen brother, Kuai Liang assumed his brother's mantle as the champion of the Lin Kuei. Sub-Zero was reborn. Sub-Zero. This new Sub-Zero is a master of Shotokan karate and Dragon Kung Fu, and enhances his martial arts with his deadly cryomantic abilities. Subby can freeze the moisture in the air to do tons of stuff. He can make his own personal slip and slide, perfect for surprise attacks. He can form all sorts of weapons out of thin air, like daggers, swords, or even ice hammers. But best of all, the dude can make ice so cold, it instantly freezes anybody who touches it. This can be achieved through Sub-Zero's Ice Blast projectile, or the Ice Clone technique, both of which completely immobilize his opponent for devastating follow-up attacks. Did he just make a perfect sculpture of himself? Why doesn't he go into the ice sculpting business? Dude would make a killing. Ooh, just, not the literal kind. He's got that down already. Sub-Zero can also implement his cryomancy and ninja talents in what appears to be near-instant teleportation, an unexpected ability which baffles even his fellow assassins. Yeah, but I bet that's still not as unexpected as turning into a friggin' polar bear. Like, how, though? I want to do that! And best of all, after subduing his enemy, Sub-Zero has no qualms about tearing them to bloody shreds with one of his fatalities. Taking after his dear old bro's favorite form of murder, Sub-Zero can rip a person's head off with their entire spinal column in tow. This one's for you, Bi-Han. If he's feeling particularly nasty, Sub-Zero won't toy with his opponent.
He'll encase their lower half in ice and force them to watch helplessly as he tears them in half. Or for a quick death, he'll put them in a deep freeze that shatters like glass.
At most, it takes Sub-Zero approximately 4 seconds to freeze a person in place, which in real-world physics is completely impossible. To induce full-body frostbite in that time, he would have to lower the surrounding temperature to negative 6.5 million degrees Fahrenheit.
That's a stupid amount of cold.
13,000 times colder than absolute zero, to be exact, making it a temperature which literally cannot exist.
And yet still not as cold as my ex-wife's heart. Anyway, Sub-Zero has more than earned his reputation as one of the most fearsome fighters in the Mortal Kombat universe. He's strong enough to break titanium statues with a single chop, quick enough to dodge an oncoming rocket, and he defeated some of the best warriors across multiple dimensions, like the lizard dude Reptile and Taven the half-god, who single-handedly defeated dozens of Lin Kuei assassins. He's beaten his rival for life, Scorpion, several times, and even took on Batman?
Through sheer willpower, he survived injuries no normal person could walk away from, like getting torched in the face by a flamethrower, or being double impaled through the torso, and then torched again.
Whoa, that's a lot of blood! Like, how does he have any left?
I know, right? But that pales in comparison to when he underwent the procedures which turned him into a cyborg, and then was blown apart and reassembled into human form while still conscious.
Wow.
Damn, what a tough son of a bitch!
But don't overestimate him. Although
why
Sub-Zero
I added
keeps
on
company
him.
with
That's why I
powerful
added on
spirits,
this,
undead wraiths, and immortal gods, he's not one of them. He may have incredible powers, but he's still just a mortal man. Also, his emotional baggage and desire to live up to his brother's name has clouded his judgment more than once.
But that didn't stop him from becoming Grand Master of the Lin Kuei. He changed their goals, turning them to the side of good, and even formed an alliance with his old rival Scorpion over a nice brunch. Life couldn't get any better. Then they found dragons!
Shirai Ryu, dog. Lin Kuei scum. Death is more honor than you deserve.
Beyond our solar system, advanced civilizations are governed by the 88 Decrees. Should anyone dare violate these laws, they will find themselves targeted by the Galactic Marshals.
AKA Space Cops. One of these alien officers was sent to Earth to investigate an eerie distress signal, but he was shot down by the world-dominating corporation called Ultratech. You know, evil Walmart.
Ultratech had reverse-engineered equipment from an alien crash some decades prior, the Roswell incident. However, the use of advanced technology by less developed species is a clear violation of the 88 Decrees.
Kinda like if you saw a chimpanzee pick up a flamethrower. It'd be awesome, but you'd want to take it away real quick.
Determined to correct these wrongs and return home, the alien marshal set his sights on bringing Ultratech to their knees and recovering his lost technology. And if he couldn't, he'd just blow it all up.
It was Ultratech who codenamed him Glacius. Don't let his name fool you. Glacius wasn't always known for his fancy ice powers. Actually, he comes from a race of aliens with weird telekinetic abilities.
By manipulating simple molecular structures, Glacius can use the environment nearby to create armor around his inner body. This came in handy when his ship was shot down in Antarctica, and he lost his native shell.
So he had no choice but to make a new shell out of ice, which permanently turned him into an abominable snow monster.
With this new body, Glacius developed a fighting style to make the most of his new capabilities.
Glacius prefers to fight at a distance, using his long-range ice-bending attacks. He can turn his limbs into huge ice lances to keep enemies at bay, create spiky hail projectiles, and even summon spires of ice right under his opponent. And he just punched that guy with an ice sculpture.
Come on! Did I miss a newer version of Killer Instincts? When did this come out? I never even played or heard. I mean, I heard there was a new one myself. I must have missed this one. When they made a new Killer Instinct? Like a next gen version of Killer Instinct. I gotta look that up, but go ahead.
More or less. That is the Shatter Technique, a powerful burst of energy which summons a mysterious uppercutting ice sculpture.
Oh, it was in 2013,
Perfect for
okay.
opening up some sweet
Oh,
combos on his
Xbox
foes.
One.
Still, for all his keep-away game, you'd think he'd be a total chump up close. But remember how he can move ice with his mind? Well, he can melt it too, including himself.
By turning his body into liquid, he can evade oncoming attacks, surprise opponents from below with the aptly named Puddle Punch, and even completely dissolve people into nothing. And as an added precaution, he can summon extra ice to his body to serve as thicker armor, though his molecular telekinesis is too limited to maintain this armor for long periods of time.
He may be made of ice, but Glacius can still hit hard enough to launch opponents several stories into the air,
Oh, shoot.
including the 550-pound Fulgore units Ultratech is known for.
He's cunning enough to not only infiltrate Ultratech's highly guarded facilities, but also surprise attack its highly advanced robotic CEO, Arya. Before making his move, by Arya's own calculations, Glacius was able to drop the temperature of the entire room by 122 degrees Fahrenheit in 0.026 seconds. That's a quarter of a tenth of a second.
Just like Sub-Zero, he can lower a
Wow.
person's temperature by like thousands of degrees to freeze his opponents completely solid. And then he makes them explode with his mind.
Maybe Glacius's real name is Kelvin, because that's colder than absolute zero.
Feel like that was some sort of nerd joke.
Yes, it was!
Yeah, you're not allowed to make a joke ever again.
Oh, why do you gotta be so cold? Anyway, in Glacius' mission to bring down Ultratech, he battled and defeated dozens of killer robots, a zombie pirate, a genetically engineered dinosaur fighter, and a werewolf.
He even killed Cinder, the guy who's made of friggin' fire. You know, opposite ice.
Glacius is ridiculously intimidating, but he does have a weakness. His natural body within the ice is fragile and defenseless. His entire fighting style is built around keeping foes away for this very reason.
So, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Glacius?
That's gross.
Why, he looks like a giant popsicle
Whoa.
with legs. Come on.
You know what, Boomstick? You're fucking weird.
Alright, the match about to happen then. It's time for the battle.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, all this talk of these cold people makes me think of refrigerators, which makes me think of food. So here we go. Now, I'm a man who likes a good home-cooked meal, but going out to buy or hunt my own food is a hassle.
Man, I
It
got
won't-
time for this shit. A little puddle like that.
Your race is new to me. You will know the chill of death.
Oh, yeah.
I should have known. Challenge accepted. You're a formidable warrior, but you lack conviction.
Nice. Oh. Oh, shit. Damn. Oh, that's. Oh, shit. Got him. Wow, that was awesome.
But that was just ice cold.
Glacius and Sub-Zero seem to be a near match in terms of cryomantic abilities, but it was Sub-Zero who had the training and the power to bring Glacius down.
Sub-Zero has fought ninjas, robot ninjas, secret agents, movie stars, gods, and even fellow ice warriors. Glacius really didn't have anything Subby hadn't seen before.
And while their speed was fairly similar, Sub-Zero's impressive reflexes and ninja-like skills gave him one of the most important edges in this fight. He could maneuver around Glacius's keep-away strategy, and his teleportation kept him a step ahead.
Oh, he
able to
teleported.
avoid Glacius's liquid form. And while Glacius did possess a minor form of telepathy, There's no evidence to suggest that it was used for anything other than direct communication.
Sub-Zero could take a lot of hits, so he wasn't going down easy. But if you put their defenses side by side, Glacius' ice armor does seem better. But it really didn't matter because Subs could just chop right through it.
Sub-Zero could shatter titanium statues in a single blow, a feat which requires at minimum 63,000 pounds of force per square inch. And titanium is obviously tougher than ice. Assuming Glacius' shell is composed of blue ice, the purest and toughest form ice can take, it would still only take at most 57,000 pounds of force per square inch to crack his entire body in half.
And he didn't even need to go that far, just get to the squishy insides in the middle. I guess you could say that Glacius had his expectations shattered.
The winner is Sub-Zero.
Yes.
Hey, I'm Ben, I play Wiz, and I'm about to show you the match.
That was pretty awesome right there. The story, like the little backstory, man, it was a true story though. But I like that the little story beginning though. But the match was awesome. I thought Sub-Zero was done, but I realized he did do the ice teleportation, which is awesome. So yeah, good job though. That was pretty awesome right there. So if you like my reaction, like, share, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page. It's your boy T-Ray signing off. One love.